Alright, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to do my Marvel Super Heroes limited edition Arcade1up cabinet review. We're going to make this one kind of quick. If you want to see somebody unbox it, I'm sure you can find that on YouTube somewhere else. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to try to give you a quick, brief rundown on what I think about the system and if you should buy the limited edition cabinet or not. So, for starters, this limited edition Marvel cabinet comes with a custom riser. It's got the Marvel Super Heroes logo nice and prominent on the front of it. It's also got the gold trim to match the, I think that's a gold trim. Some people say yellow, but to match the cab. There is another Marvel Super Heroes exclusive riser out there, but it's GameStop, I believe, only, and I believe it only has this blue, like, comic book art wrapped all the way around it. That's on the top and bottom here. It doesn't have this Marvel Super Heroes logo on the front, so, you know, just take that in mind, or keep that in mind. So, the three games on this cabinet. For starters, you got the Punisher. The Punisher is a beat-em-up arcade game. This is actually the first home release of it, besides the Sega Genesis console port that came out way back in the day. So it's really awesome to have, you know, the arcade version of the Punisher on here. You get to play as him or Nick Fury, and it's a really fun beat 'em up. And on a fighting game cabinet, it's nice to have a beat 'em up just to mix it up on there. Secondly, you got X-Men Children of the Atom. Now, why this game in particular is so important to me is because it was the first time I got to see my favorite Marvel superhero comic book team, my favorite Saturday morning cartoon, mixed up with the favorite fighting series at the time, Street Fighter, and just to see my favorite characters, the mutants, in good hands with Capcom. Man, that thing blew my mind when I seen that in the mall as a kid. Like, just made my life complete. I used to have dreams about an X-Men fighting game when I was a kid. So when that came out, man, it really blew my mind. Now, is it broken? Yeah, there's some broken aspects to the game that they fixed in the later installments, but it's still an excellent game and a piece of history to me. I love having it on here. All right. And the last game on the cabinet is Marvel Super Heroes, which was the follow-up to X-Men Children of the Atom. Now, this game was cool because it actually incorporated the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. And you get to use the Infinity Stones, or what they call the Infinity Gems in this, for special abilities on all your heroes and stuff like that. So you can use the Time Gem, you know, Space Gem, and different things to switch up your fighting techniques, and it gives you a little advantage in the fight. So Marvel Super Heroes, and Thanos is the last boss, so they really capitalized off Infinity War and Endgame with this cabinet, and by throwing that in there. So with that said, other things about the limited edition cabinet, it does come with these competition fighting sticks. These are sanwa competition fighting sticks and buttons. These buttons are excellent. This joystick is phenomenal. Like, if every Arcade1up cabinet came with these, man, it would just sell out like crazy. Like, this is what people want, you know. Not saying other sticks like this Mortal Kombat with these concave buttons, these ain't bad. I actually do really good on this cab. I don't have no problem with those. But these right here, those is the shits. So, man, I would love to see these sticks installed in all future cabs. All right. So, other thing about the limited edition cab is you get this Lightup Marquee, and this thing is beautiful. Now, I've heard some back and forth about this. Now, I'll tell you my initial thoughts when I seen it. Compared to my aftermarket marquee that I got, I thought this was a little bit washed out when I first got it. But after I gave it a little bit of time to settle on the eyes, I really like it more than the aftermarket marquees. And here's why. This thing has a soft light to it that it reminds me of the old school arcades. It's just got a softer light. It's not a blinding LED. We didn't have LEDs back in the day in arcades. And it really does have a nice, soft light, you know, that's easy on the eyes. And I don't know, it really gives me that retro feeling. Also, the thing I like about the Arcade1up Marquees, and I know some people, like I heard Retro Ralph say he likes the brackets at the top and the bottom of his marquee because it really reminds him of that old school and gives him that nostalgia feeling I was just talking about. But I like these Arcade1up ones without the brackets because look at all that extra art you get all the way to the damn top. I've seen aftermarket Marvel Super Heroes marquees and they don't have all that extra art all the way to the top. I mean, you see Hulk, nothing gets cut off. Wolverine, Spidey, everything's right there. So this marquee is fucking awesome. Love it. And the last thing you get with the limited edition cab, which I put on a frame, or I put in a frame, is the certificate of authenticity. They only made 8,000 of these cabs, so I kind of thought that was cool. And I really like having it up here because I got a bunch of Marvel stuff, memorabilia all over my room, you know, so it goes really well with that stuff. You know, my comic collection and all of that. So, yeah, that's that. Anyhow, I would give this cab, here's a side art. I'm sure y'all can find a picture of that online too. Thanos on the side art. Looks really sick. It's on both sides. That art is also on both cabs. But, alright, so out of 10, I would give this thing a 10. You know, like perfect score. Arcade1up, they knocked it out the park with this one. This is the best cab I own. I own 7 of them. And this was the first one I bought out the box that I just thought was perfect. And I couldn't be happier. I suggest you buy it. Go get this thing while you can still get a limited edition cab and enjoy it. Alright, y'all. That's it for my Marvel Super Heroes review. If you like it, like, comment. Let me know what you think about it below. Let me know what you think about the upgrades. The new monitor is amazing. We got a new volume slider. You know, but I didn't want to cover the same basic stuff I kind of felt everybody covered. You got a new volume slider. You got dual speakers up here, up under the marquee. No more speaker in the control panel. Sanwa controls, gold trim, customizer. Y'all let me know what you think about this limited edition cabinet.